US PGA Championship 2016, Rory McIlroy misses cut as Jimmy Walker and Robert Streb lead. Rory McIlroy missed the halfway cut at the US PGA Championship for the first time in his career as Robert Streb and Jimmy Walker lead at Baltusrol.Northern Ireland's McIlroy, twice a winner in 7 US PGA starts, bogeyed the last for a 1-under-69 to finish 3 over and miss the cut by 1. American Walker also bogeyed the 18th for a 66 and 9 under total, matched by Streb who birdied his last for 63. Defending champion Jason Day had 8 birdies in a 65 to get to 7 under. The Australian world number 1 is tied third with Argentina's Emiliano Grillo, 67, while Open winner Henrik Stenson is 1 shot back after carding a second 3 under 67 to move to 6 under. Germany's Martin Kaymer, 69, who won this tournament in 2010, and Americans Patrick Reed, 65, and Brooks Koepka, 67, are 4 adrift on 5 under. Wales' Jamie Donaldson, 67, is the highest placed Briton at the final major of the season on 4 under, 1 ahead of world number 3 Jordan Spieth, who also shot 67. Pathetic putting costs McIlroy with the cut mark hovering between 1 and 2 over par. McIlroy, who holed a 30-foot putt on the 17th to get to 2 over, thought he needed another birdie on the last. The 4-time major winner hit his second on the par 5/18 into greenside rough and took 3 more shots to get on the green before holing out for a bogey. "I thought I needed to make 4, so that's what I was trying to do," said the 2012 and 2014 US PGA champion. "It was a tough lie. I hit the first one as hard as I really could considering how close the pin was to the edge of the green." The world number 4 went straight to the practice green after taking 35 putts in round 1, but he said his efforts on Friday, when he took 30, were pathetic. "Putting let me down at the US Open in June at Oakmont and then putting let me down here again," he said. "My tee to green game, there's not much wrong with that. It's pretty solid. If you had given anyone else in this field my tee shots this week, they would have been up near the top of the leaderboard. It just shows you how bad I was around the greens." Stenson outshines major rivals. The Swede was grouped with the year's other 2 major winners, Masters champion Danny Willett and US Open victor Dustin Johnson, and he outscored them on both days. He dropped to 1 under par after 3-putt bogeys on the 12th and 13th holes, but a 3-foot eagle putt on the par 5/18, his 9th, followed by 3 birdies on the front 9, moved him 1 clear of the field. "I got off to a bit of a wobbly start and stood over a 6-foot putt on the 14th to avoid going 3 over, so I'm quite happy that went in and I turned it on from 18, said the 40-year-old, who won his first major at Royal Troon 2 weeks ago. "That could easily have gone the wrong way, but I was hanging in there and got the good stuff coming in." Willett birdied the 9th to card a 70 and make the cut on 1 over, but pre-tournament favourite Johnson is going home after adding a 72 to his opening 77 for a 9 over total. Walker and Streb unlikely leaders. The Americans have never won a major, and while Walker has 5 victories on the PGA Tour, Streb has just the one and has missed 9 cuts in 23 events in 2016. Walker, 37, made a solid start to round 2 with 2 birdies and 7 pars in his opening 9 holes before moving clear of the field with a run of 3 successive birdies from the 12th. He pulled his tee shot on the 17th into a hospitality area and escaped with a free drop and par 5, but an almost identical shot on the last was not so lucky, ending up in a lake and resulting in a dropped shot. The finish wasn't what I was looking for, but it's fine, said Walker. I think you take 66 at any tournament all day every day. So it's good. I will watch the leaderboard on Saturday. I don't think that's a big deal. I enjoy watching it. I think you need to know where you are at. Streb started on the 10th and had 4 birdies and a bogey in his opening 9 holes and closed with 3 in 4 holes to become the 30th player to card a 63 in a major. No player has ever shot a 62. The 29-year-old, who missed the cut at each of the first 3 majors of 2016, said he turned up this week just to see if I could play some good golf and have fun. He added, obviously it's going pretty well, but my expectations are pretty low, which maybe is a good thing. Moving on up, day was Friday's other big mover, knocking in 7 birdies in 8 holes from the 8th to sit 2 off the lead. I kind of gave myself a little bit of a kick up the bum with the double bogey on 7, he said. It was a bit of a mess, but to come back and birdie 8 and 9 made things a lot better for me on the backside. Former world number 1 and 2-time major winner Spieth had 5 birdies in his opening 9 holes to get to 4 under par, but missed several opportunities to better his score on his back 9. While a bogey saw him close on 3 under. It was a really solid round and I'm back in contention, said the American. I'm hitting the ball fantastic. I just can't get a putt to go in from beyond 10 feet. Kaymer, who started at 4 under, began the front and back 9s with bogeys, but 3 birdies in his last 4 holes lifted him to 5 under. I made a few putts here and there. I enjoyed the last few holes, he said. It was important for me to finish the way I did. British beef making the cut. Andrew Johnston continued to impress in the majors, after finishing tied for 8th at the Open, with the 1 under par 69 to reach halfway at 1 under. The Englishman, better known by his nickname Beef, started on the 10th and was 2 under after 9 holes, and although he dropped back to level with bogeys on the 5th and 7th holes, he birdied the 8th. Every hole, man, I get so many nice comments, said the 27-year-old. Even after the 5th hole, when I 3-putted, they are like, don't worry, Beef, come on, bounce back, you've got this one. And it's just nice, man. It's a nice atmosphere. Lee Westwood, 70, hit 92% of greens in regulation as he also finished on 1 under, alongside fellow Englishman Ross Fisher, 73, and Tyrrell Hatton, 68. Andy Sullivan, who reached 5 under, dropped away with 6 bogeys in 9 holes through the middle of his round before finishing birdie eagle on the 2 par-5 finishing holes to post 71 and a 2 under total that matched Paul Casey, 69. Scotland's Russell Knox is also playing the weekend after a second 70 left him level par, along with Wales' Bradley Dredge. English pair Matthew Fitzpatrick, 70, and Justin Rose, 72, beat the cut by 1 shot.